What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bridge Breaker. Yeah, sorry about my previous channel, guys. Yeah, someone hacked. Now, unajua venye watu wawivuka. So, I created a new channel. It was Tribal Boy. Yeah, unaweza angalia. As you can see, I'm about to upload a new book, this story. It's called Sex with a Ghost. Yeah, it's my first time hearing this story. And yeah, let's get to it. So this story I think contains sorry about the ads. Yeah, it contains 98 chapters, and chapter 1 talks about heaven is heartbroken. Yeah, it's my first time reading this story, so let's see what it talks about. Good morning, brothers and sisters in the Lord. The middle-aged man, dressed in a dirty gray suit with a big Bible, shouted moments after he got into the bus. He seemed to be drunk with the word of the Lord and little wine. At the rear end of the luxurious bus sat Heaven, a pretty young lady with a burnished complexion, vivid description. Her feelings were hidden in her innocent face. Her pain was evident in the crinkle of her lovely brow and the down curve of her full lips. But her eyes reflected her soul, and in it was an ocean of sorrows. So I think this woman was sad. Yeah, I think it was sad. For the first time since she entered the bus, she raised her head to take a really hard long look at the strange preacher. In split seconds, she examined him and drew up a conclusion. He must be a jobless man, probably with 5 children and a wife. This morning, he woke up, dug up that suit which had no current relationship with a pressing iron, dusted his Bible off. He went to the nearest bus station waiting for the arrival of this bus. Okay, yeah. And also, as you can see, the way she concluded about the preacher, and I think this thing is also fit it in the society, I think, because most of us, we think that how mapasta wenye wana, yani as in, how they preach the word of God in markets and all those stuff. Some people think that they're jobless and they don't have nothing to do. Yet, for sure, they're just preaching the word of God. So, yeah, that's it. In about 15 minutes, sorry about the ads, damn. In about 15 minutes, he would rant and rave, gesticulating widely, telling them about the love of Christ, his healing power, unfailing protection, and his reward of everlasting life, which he will only give if first we give him our lives. He will then pray with velocity, energy, and passionate sincerity that could melt even the most stubborn atheist icy heart, carefully choosing his words. Before going into the real business, where he will then call on a lady who has paid undivided attention to his sermon, asking her to collect offerings, even tithe from everyone. Nothing is too small, and your token will enable the church to move to a permanent site. A thin smile appeared on her lips, staring straight at the preacher. She murmured, "Fake pastor, I decoded those tricks a long time ago. If your God is that good, how comes you are this wretched? I want nothing to do with such God." Okay. Yeah. Because nimeangalia each chapter, and I think it's somehow it relates with this current society, you see, whereby we judge the pastors by the cover, isn't it? So ndio venye mtu amesema ati sijui venye pastor alikuwa anamuuliza offering nothing is too small and your token will be enable the church to move to a permanent site. So akamshtifect pastor, and then here comes saying that if your God is that good, how come you are this wretched? So yeah, so that's it. So this woman, okay, we can say he's can you say suspicious? No, not suspicious. Let's look for another word. After a long hiss, already feeling simmering anger in her chest, she slowly rests her head against the seat in front, sinking back into her thoughts. Heaven is heartbroken, filled to the brim with regret and remorse. She had given up on life, love, and even God. Attempted suicide twice but lacked the balls to go through with it. Every ounce of her wished she had the nerve to swing her body off the top of a building, to walk deep into the depths of the ocean, and stay down under to take a gun and place the cool metal down her throat, pulling the trigger, shooting away the pain. So she's broken, emotionally broken. She had given up on life. So I think she was jealous here. Yeah, I think she was jealous, something like that. That she even went to a point where she wanted to kill herself. Everything had fallen apart. Nothing holds any longer. She's just 24, but soon she'll be counting days to the end of her life that just began. Everything that once brought her pleasure now brings only misery and unfold pain. Why did this happen to her? Why could love be this wicked? How could just one mistake lead to such a grave disaster? Rhetorical question. She is in so much emotional pain and she doesn't hurt as a cut or a bruised wound. It is just this heavy feeling. My head spins and the only explanation she can sum up for the pain is how she is the cause. All that does is bring even more pain. So reading up to here, I think what I can say is that is it somehow a curse or something? Because according here venye amesema ati everything that once brought a pleasure now brings only misery, pain, isn't it? That her head spins and all explanations she can sum up for the pain is how she's the cause. So I think like she's somehow maybe cursed or something. Okay. All that does is bring even more pain. A headache started in the back of her skull, pounding, warning her she wouldn't like what she found. She fought her thoughts backwards, pushing through to remember the cause of this emotional pain. Her life took a drastic turn about 6 months ago. In a bus just like this one, she sat next to Peter, a fine-looking young man with a great body and adventurous personality. His face strong and defined, his features molded from granite. She had brown eyes, dark eyebrows, which slid downward or in a serious expression. She had prominent cheekbone, a well-defined chin and nose. He was on a stunning outfit. At the sight of him, she miraculously fell under his spell. The feeling was so strong and beyond her control. After she tried everything within her power to get his attention and failed, she bit her lip. How could she start a conversation with someone she just met? Then, in that instant, he turned and caught her eye. Before she could turn away bashfully, a genuine grin appeared across his face, turning it from handsome to divine. At that moment, she felt her body flash warm. This was a person she wanted to know more. This was a guy she could love forever. When he said, "Hi, my name is Peter," a playful smile cut a hard line across his face. He had the most magnificent voice, soft and low, each syllable articulated with flowing rhythm and inflection that was almost musical with a hypnotic effect. Yeah, effect. Her heart fluttered as a million butterflies zipped inside her stomach. He seemed to like and found her interesting as a few minutes afterwards both of them were laughing and giggling like children, resulting in a stare all over the bus. It was as if time and space became the finest point imaginable, as if time collapsed into the tiny speck and exploded a light speed. A light speed. From that very moment, every each other person or thing faded into the background. All that mattered was the handsome devil beside her. So we can say that there is theme of love. She fell in love with a man, and yeah, and I think at some point this girl, tukiendelea mbele, I think she will face some experiences or some challenges, because from the way they have they had explained about that everything pleasurable turned into more pain and disaster, something. So yeah, and then we come to whereby he met Peter. So this Peter was a fine man, and we are told he had a great personality, adventurous personality, and created, and yeah, all that mattered was that the girl, uh, the girl, um, she fell in love with this Peter. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Yeah, we will wait for chapter 2, called "What Could Be the Most." Seriously, what could be the most? What could be most seductive? Yeah. So thank you.